The following is a Just Green production brought to you by the Might Be News Network.
People hacking your home, a good news bonanza, all that and more on the season finale of Might Be News. What up, everybody? It's the week of December 16th, 2019. It's the season finale. It's season finale week here at Might Be News Network. With me, as always, what up, Kev?
Yo, yo, yo.
What up, co-host Danny?
What's up?
Oh, my God, dude. 30 weeks. 30 fucking weeks we've been doing this shit. It's been a crazy season. Go out there. Go to patreon.com/MBN Network. We're sponsored by Eunomia CBD. EunomiaCBD.com. Use promo code MBN. Get 20% off. Free shipping and free stuff. It's not a drill. That's just going to go on even while we're on break. So do it. We got a big week this week. Got a big week here. Season finale week rolls on. Last week was Might Be Brews finale, right, and Might Be Tunes finale.
Right.
So they're done.
It's so much fun listening to that show.
Which one?
Brews sucks. Brews fucking can suck a dick. But Might Be Tunes. No, I love Brews, but Might Be Tunes, dude, I don't know what it is about it, but just listening to the show, it's just a good time. You guys were going over Christmas music and what was the other one? You were going back and listening to your old music and laughing at it. Yeah. Some of those beats were
trash.
Yeah,
but back then we were like, yeah, this is so cool. Yeah, Might Be Tunes. It's the newest, not the newest show on the network, but we're doing it in a different way. Shout out to everybody involved in Might Be Tunes, everybody at the pit, Jake, Chuck, and Carl and Ahmed for doing the weekly version of it. The weekly version of Might Be Tunes is the newest thing for sure, right, how we've been doing it. And I've known Ahmed and Carl for a long time just through music. Like, I met them back when I was doing music. That's all I was doing, you know what I mean? And I instantly connected with those two because, like, first of all, we have the same, like, kind of sense of humor. We like a lot of the same stuff, but also we introduce each other to different stuff.
I don't know how they don't like fucking Bruce Springsteen, Santa Claus Coming to Town. I don't get it, dude.
I was floored when they said they didn't like that track.
Instant classic.
Right? That's how I feel.
Instant classic.
That's how I feel too. So, but no, I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm glad people out there seem to enjoy it. It's been a great season here at the network, man. Been a great season.
I wanna give a shout out.
Okay.
But thank you to Kat for everything that she does. Thank you.
Wow, Kev.
Nobody asked for that. I just wanted to say thank you.
Say thank you, Kev. That's great.
I just did.
say thanks, Kat. Danny, say thanks, Kat.
Thanks, Kat.
Fantastic. Kat's been doing a great job. For those of you who don't know who Kat is, shout out to Kat. She's up in Rhode Island. She's been listening to the network for a while, and she found us through Novak and Franz, and then she started listening to other shows. And as soon as Patreon became available, she was the first one to jump in on that. And since then, she became our social media guru. She runs the Might Be News Network Instagram account. Follow it at Might Be News _ network. She runs the Relatable Radio Instagram account as well, and our Twitter account.
Yep.
Follow us on Twitter at Might Be News 24/7. She runs those three accounts, and she does a really, really good job at doing it. This past week, she did a IG Live thing.
I saw that. Did a great job with it.
Basically doing like an unboxing of some Eunomia products. And
EunomiaCBD.com.
Yep, exactly.
EuNoMIACBD.com.
Wow, Kev's just fucking
God,
on fire.
yo, Kev is on point tonight. Yo, this is Kev's episode.
It's the fucking
Let's get
finale.
it. Put it in my butt and twist it.
Don't go that far, Kev.
It's the fucking finale. But yeah, for real, shout out to Kat. She does a lot of stuff for us, and she's been crushing it on social media, something that we're not that great at.
Dude, how she does some of the shit on Instagram and whatnot, dude, I don't even fucking have a clue.
It's great because she listens to all the shows.
And she's probably sitting behind her fucking, however she's listening and laughing because she's like, oh, this is so easy, and fucking throws it together.
Dude, she puts polls up there in the stories.
It's fucking great.
She asks questions and gets feedback, and it's really, really cool. And shout out to everybody who's already following us over there. But if you're not, go find us on Instagram. And shout out to Kat. Really appreciate everything that you do. Great job, Kev.
Thanks.
You're off to a good start.
Let's do it.
Danny, you're just over there being immaculate as well.
Not saying anything.
I haven't had to step in at all yet.
Danny's doing an immaculate job.
But listen,
He just looks fantabulous over there.
I need to give.
He's rocking the hoodie. He's rocking the hoodie.
I
see
love
it.
the hoodie.
It's wild.
I love
It
the
looks
hoodie.
great on you.
So I need to give a shout out real quick too.
Okay.
Tonight,
Yes.
today,
Yes.
in our time-space continuum, it is Friday, December 13th. It is my 11-year anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, man.
You know, you guys are really lucky that I'm here tonight.
Wow. Yeah, I can't believe it.
I had to pull some serious strings to get out of the house. I bet. But no, 11 years.
Shout out to Allison.
Allison and I have been married. Allison, the other co-host on Relatable Radio. 11 wonderful years.
You had trouble saying that.
I did. I got a little choked up. 3 beautiful kids, and we just have everything that we could wish for. And it's been an amazing 11 years, and I'm looking forward to the next many, many more years to come. So happy anniversary.
Good for you guys, man. That's awesome. That's
Happy
great.
anniversary, Allison. I already
great.
said it to Danny.
It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Listen, so we're going to do a little bit of a crazy show, obviously, because it's the fucking finale. We have a slew of good news here. A lot of good news. So, but before we get into the good news, I guess I'll just do this story real quick because it's not good news.
I'm going to add to that.
Okay. You're gonna add
no, I'm not.
You're going to add to what I'm talking about?
No, sure, maybe.
All right, so I saw this story, and I saw a video. You're the weirdest dude. How hackers are breaking into Ring cameras.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
Okay, so the cameras that everybody's going out and buying for their home security, the Ring, and there's other ones, right? What are the
I don't know the names of the other ones.
Okay, right.
Is it the Nest?
Nest is one.
Yeah,
Nest is
that's
one.
one.
Yep.
Right. Okay. So, but Ring is the one apparently that these hackers are specifically targeting and breaking into. Hackers have created dedicated software for breaking into Ring security cameras, according to posts on hacking forums reviewed by Motherboard. The camera company is owned by Amazon, which has hundreds of partnerships with police departments around the country. On Wednesday, local Tennessee media reported that a hacker broke into a Ring camera installed in the bedroom of 3 young girls in DeSoto County, Mississippi, and spoke through the device's speakers with one of the children. The family said that they had the camera for 4 days, during which time the hacker could have been watching the kids go about their days.
4 days.
4 days.
First of all, okay, why the fuck would you put the camera in your kid's bedroom?
Because it's a security device
Yeah,
too.
And put it in the hallway.
Well, no. So, but instead of like having a baby monitor, I guess this was the idea, because it hooks right up to your phone, right? Like
Yeah.
you can check the different.
It's a lot easier to get
Okay.
the live feed from that.
Yeah, so it'd be
Okay.
this would probably be in place of a baby monitor.
So I'm thinking more of the lines of a security camera as
Yeah.
opposed to a baby monitor.
Yes,
Right.
they're using it as a security
Right.
camera.
This is it. Yeah, they're using it for both. I don't know where all they have Ring cameras throughout their house, but they have at least one in the kid's room. According to Tennessee local news outlet WMC5, the parents installed the Ring camera in the bedroom of the 3 young daughters to keep an eye on them. Indoor Ring cameras work with a mobile app that allows users to watch what's happening in real time and use a speaker to talk through the camera. I did a lot of research on these, quote, before I got them. I really felt like it was safe. That's what the mom said. in a video obtained by WMC5, courtesy of the family, you can see what the hacker would have seen. A viewpoint that looms over the entire room from where the camera is installed in a far corner, looking down on their beds and dressers while they play. The hacker is heard through playing the song Tiptoe Through the Tulips through the device's speakers. And when one of the daughters, who is 8 years old, stops and asks who's there, the hacker says, "It's Santa. It's your best friend."
Dude, so I know people are sick. Some people are sick, but I just don't understand how they get their jollies, if you will, from doing this shit and scaring these people.
Well, I saw one report talking about somebody who hacked into somebody's ring, and they were essentially, they held it for ransom. They wanted Bitcoin.
What?
Yeah, they wanted Bitcoin in exchange for, basically leaving them alone.
To go away.
Right. And who knows if they will. Obviously you had no idea that they were looking at you before, right? The whole thing is crazy to me. And, it goes back into the whole, you see people with their laptops and they put a piece of tape over the thing.
But yet they're putting these fucking cameras up in their house.
Right, because they think that it's just them being able to look at it. But newsflash, okay?
It's an internet-based camera.
If it goes from something that you place somewhere in your house wirelessly to your telephone, somebody can wirelessly grab that shit.
It's on the internet, bro.
And to me, I think that the craziest part about this is that they can talk to you too. The video that I saw, they were like turning on their the alarm, the house alarm. They were just going on and on and on and on and on and on, and then they would turn it off and be like, "Pay us Bitcoin, pay us Bitcoin." Like,
was it like an accent? Like,
no, it sounded like a fucking kid. Like, it sounded like a teenager.
Yeah, like if you listen to this story, there's no accent whatsoever.
It's really crazy. It's really crazy. I mean, I don't know,
dude. I'd fucking want to murder somebody.
Dude, if you've got Ring stuff out there, you got to be careful. A Ring spokesperson said in a statement, quote, "Customer trust is important to us, and we take the security of our devices seriously. While we are still investigating this issue and are taking appropriate steps to protect our devices based on our investigation, we are able to confirm this incident is no way related to a breach of or compromise of Ring's security." So what they're trying to say is that it's not an overall company thing, it's a individual basis, which I don't get down with. I don't subscribe to that. Because, your whole shit's connected. If somebody broke into this and there's forums out there online of people talking about how to do this, then it's open season. Yeah. Now, all that it's going to take is that it's an app update. You know what I mean? Ring will come up with some update that you download from the App Store, and all of a sudden that won't be able to happen until they figure out how to do it again.
For a few more months or weeks.
Right.
Yep.
So I just thought that was a pretty crazy story, and figure I guess we might as well get it out of the way first.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Kill somebody.
Yeah, let's do a shit ton of good news.
Hey, did you hear the news?
This better be good.
Want the good news or the bad news?
Give me the good stuff.
All right, Danny, season finale. What do you got?
All right, so the first story I'm going to start off with is kind of it's a close story to Allison. This story is actually about one of Allison's good friends' brother. He had just gotten married and he lost his wife, and this is a story that just came out on the news about this.
Wow.
This is from Drexel Hill, Pennsylvania. It happened in a home improvement store and a few miles down the road at a diner. Someone is spreading kindness in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Rebecca Ford, a server at Bank and Libby's in Drexel Hill, was working when a stranger paid for a customer's meal. Along with paying for the check, the Good Samaritan also left the customer a card that told the story of a woman named Michelle who had passed away on December 7, 2016. The back of the card read, "If the person that gives you this card made your day better, please call or message Ronnie and let him know that you met Michelle's angel." Ronnie was shocked once he started receiving messages from complete strangers. He stated, "At first I thought maybe it was a wrong number and didn't respond and didn't think twice about it until 2 days later I received a similar message. Those messages continue to come in. He has now received 10 of those messages in the last month. The timing means a lot to him, more than a holiday miracle. Only 4 days after they returned from their honeymoon, Michelle suddenly and unexpectedly passed away. Now, 3 years later, Ronnie said he has no idea who's doing these good deeds in his wife's name, but he doesn't necessarily want to find out either. He said that's part of the magic of it. I think there's beauty in the unknown. If this person wants me to know who they are, at whatever given time it may be, I'm sure they will let me know," he said. However, that kind stranger may be even harder to find because there's reason to believe there's more than just one person doing this. It's created a nice circle of people, a community bonded to send Ronnie this message. While his wife may be gone, she's still his angel.
That is incredible.
See, if there was more people like that, we wouldn't have this fucking ring circle camera thing going on.
Yep. Just something as simple as, picking up somebody's diner tab and then they hand him this card and he's getting all these random text messages saying, "Hey, I met Michelle's angel today and they made my day better, so it's now my job to go make somebody else's day better."
That's incredible.
That's nuts.
I mean, I can understand doing stuff in somebody's name, but for them to make sure that he's getting these messages to let him know that, hey, you still got a community around you.
Right.
That's incredible. And
Yeah.
whoever thought of this, genius move.
Genius, yeah. I agree.
Well done on your part.
Really good job.
Next story, country music star Brad Paisley and his wife Kimberly Williams Paisley have opened a free grocery store in Nashville, Tennessee to help people in need. The supermarket, called The Store, allows families who are referred by nonprofit and government agencies to shop at the grocery store free of charge for 1 year so that they can get back on their feet. The store operates like any other market. Customers walk through the aisles to pick out their own fruits, vegetables, and cereals. They then head to the checkout register, but the main difference, no money is exchanged. With the help from Second Harvest Food Bank of Middle Tennessee and other organizations, they provide the food to the shop. In addition, all of the food at the store will also meet dietary guidelines created by dietitians from the food bank. The store, located at Paisley's alma mater, Belmont University, at 2005 12th Avenue South, next to the university's Ministry Center and close to local bus routes. The idea came after the Paisleys with their children went to the Unity Shop, a 100-year-old free grocery store in Santa Barbara, California. They took their kids to Unity Shop to teach them about serving others and giving back to people in need, Paisley said. And we came away surprised by what the organization has taught us. Most people don't want handouts. They want dignity and respect. Most people want to become self-sufficient. We really want to get to people before it's a major crisis. We want to help people in this gap where they're trying to get back on their feet and they just need a little bit of extra help.
Wow.
Free grocery store.
That's great.
Yeah.
For 1 year to help you get, everything.
Get on your feet.
Rocking and rolling again.
Yeah, that would come in handy.
Yeah,
That's
seriously.
that's amazing.
All right. It's that time of the year. It's
Yeah.
Christmas season. All right. You always hear about the Secret Santas. Well, there's one that is hit again. This one is in Alabama. They say it's better to give than to receive, and that never rings truer than during the holiday season. That Christmas spirit was alive in one anonymous donor, a Secret Santa who paid off around $65,000 in layaway balances at a Walmart in Annastone, Alabama. Shoppers at this Walmart won't forget this gesture anytime soon. Hannah Hayes walked into the store during her lunch break to pick up gifts for her children and was left speechless. Hannah said she just wanted to check to see how much she owed, but then she found out she didn't owe anything. A Secret Santa had stopped by earlier and paid off everyone's layaway, totaling $65,000. The only thing he asked was that each person receives this paper, and it read, "God loves you, Jesus paid the price." Hannah said she wants to use her recent bit of good fortune to extend kindness to others.
Wow. I love stories like that with the layaway.
Yeah.
Dude, if I had the money to do that kind of shit, I would do it every year because and more I would kind of I don't want to discriminate to anybody, but I would ask for toys because no kid deserves to go through Christmas without getting gifts.
Yeah.
I mean, it hurts that to hear that, and you know it happens that some kids just don't get anything for Christmas. And if I had the money to be able to do something like that, I full on would.
So I have never done the layaway, but I have wanted to just in case something like this happened.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. I love hearing the stories. People do layaway for a reason, and for somebody to remain anonymous and help somebody out like that, awesome on their part.
Huge.
All right, I got one last good news story. This one kind of brings out the jealous nature in me, if I can say that.
On a good news story?
Yeah. Edward St. John, the founder and chairman of St. John Properties, wanted to celebrate the company's recent accomplishment, developing 20 million square feet of office, retail, and warehouse and other spaces across 8 states. The 81-year-old said he thought it would take nearly 40 years to reach his goal. Instead, it only took 14. Wanting to thank his employees for their hard work, St. John said he wanted to give them a bonus, a Christmas bonus. 1 million didn't seem like enough, and neither did 5 million or 8 million, he said in the company video. So he landed on $10 million, split between 198 employees. The average bonus was $50,000.
Holy shit.
But because the money was dispersed according to tenure and some of the employees have been there at 19 to 20 years, those higher employees walked away with a bonus of over $250,000.
Wow.
For Christmas.
Wow. God.
Speechless.
That's a good job.
There's actually video of this whole little Christmas surprise going on, and it shows one lady opening up this little red envelope, and inside is a check for $50,000. And the look on her face was it was like somebody literally took the life out of her.
Wow.
Dude, could you at Christmas time? At Christmas time, I mean, if you're one of those higher employees and you open up a check that has 6 figures on it, dude, I'd fall over.
Just as a bonus.
I'd fall over.
Like, and I read some
Talk about
comments.
appreciation for employees.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I
That's
read,
unbelievable.
I read some of the comments, and somebody said, you know, my boss gives me $100 and I'm thrilled with an extra $100.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
the one people that have been there 20 years, $250,000.
Yeah. That's,
Now, I kind of wish he did it different, because he put it down as a bonus. The government steps in and takes 44% of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where if it is a gift,
Right.
they can't take as much.
Right.
They can only take like 10% or
So
something.
it's a lot less.
Yeah.
But it just shows, you know, there are good people out there running good organizations that do care for their employees.
44%.
My boss is not one of them, so fuck you.
Let's hope you don't listen to the show.
Yeah. So I found this cool little article. It's kind of just like a rapid fire good news. So let's do that.
Hey, did you hear the news?
You want the good news or the bad news?
Give me the good stuff.
We're gonna keep the good news rolling for the finale, Kev.
The good stuff.
You know what I'm saying? The
good
good
stuff.
stuff. In rapid fire fashion. This doesn't go into like great detail. It does give me links for all the articles here. This is on boardpanda.com. I'm going to post it on the Facebook page.
Do we need to do the rapid fire sounder?
No.
Choop, choop, choop,
No.
choop, 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 choop.
All right, there we did it. So the first one on
You have to cut that clip out.
this is the top 50. Well, it's 50 of the best news, good news stories from this year. In Africa, Malawi female chief comes into power. annuls over 1,500 child marriages, makes it illegal, and sends young girls back to school. The next story, 7 eggs from the world's last 2 remaining northern white rhinos have been successfully fertilized. This may save the species.
Rhinos are the dopest animals.
They're angry unicorns. I mean,
They are the dopest animals. That would be my favorite animal.
they're fat angry unicorns. There.
An Amazon tribe wins a legal battle against oil companies preventing drilling in the Amazon rainforest. I remember seeing a story about that earlier this year. That's pretty crazy.
Good for them.
Sweden has rolled out a massive initiative for blood donors. They get a text message whenever their blood saves a life.
Oh, that's
That
cool.
is awesome.
That's pretty
cool.
neat,
That
right?
is awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That would make people want to go and
Yeah,
donate.
hell yeah. Like, you imagine just like going about your day, like, you know, you gave blood, a few months ago,
Right.
whatever, and then all of a sudden you're going about your day, and then ding, ding, you know, your blood just saved somebody's life.
Like-
that's dope.
Right.
Like,
That's dope.
There are times you're having a really bad day.
Yeah.
And if that text message came on that day,
It would help. Hell yeah, it would help me. This man in India planted a tree every day for 35 years and created a forest larger than Central Park.
what?
That's cool.
Norway decides not to drill.
It would look like a forest that looked like a staircase.
That's where they filmed the AT&T commercial with the signal bars.
Let's see. Norway decides not to drill for oil. It's worth an estimated 53 billion, I guess this is euros, in the Lofton Islands to protect its ecosystem.
Dude, a euro is like a $1.50 American.
Who fucking knows? Sea turtles are making...
telling you.
Yeah, I know you are. I'm telling you that I don't give a shit. Sea turtles are...
Good news story.
Well, the story's great. I just don't care about their currency. Sea turtles are making a huge comeback, with their populations increasing by 980% thanks to the Endangered Species Act.
Well, dude, in Hawaii, they come up on the beach a lot in Hawaii.
Yeah.
You're not even allowed to go 20 feet near them.
Crazy, right?
It's illegal to
It's
touch
illegal.
them.
Yeah, you can't do it.
They were talking about that on Preston and Steve, weren't they?
I don't listen to Preston and Steve.
I think they were.
Yeah, it's. I mean, sea turtles they've been doing great this year, which is fantastic.
They're dope animals, too.
They are. They can live a long time.
Like
Wow.
100 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so Landon,
Save the turtles.
we got Landon a turtle 5 years ago maybe for his birthday because that's what he really wanted.
Yeah.
We ended up getting him a Russian tortoise. Turns out this thing can live like 50 years, 75 years.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's a box turtle.
Yeah.
Bro, he's going to have this thing as his retirement party.
Right. Yeah, they're gonna be like celebrating together and shit.
Yeah.
You did not know that you were signing your son up for a lifelong commitment.
Well, yeah, we had no idea when we got goldfish that these things can live like 30 years, 30 more
Yeah,
years, plus years.
that big one, the big fat one, is fucking with the longer orange one.
Yeah, I know.
I've been watching it. He's
Yeah,
chasing
they
him around the
They
tank.
chase each other around. It's wild. A Thailand supermarket says no to plastic packaging and wraps produce in banana leaves. An HIV positive man in London has become the second person ever to be cleared of the virus after a stem cell transplant.
Oh shit!
That's crazy.
Yeah, I read up on that story. That was pretty wild.
Netherlands has achieved the goal of officially becoming the first country without stray dogs.
Really?
That's pretty crazy. Rice farmers around the world are using ducks instead of harmful pesticides. Ducks feed on insects and weeds without touching the plants. In Rome, you can now pay for metro train tickets with plastic bottles. So far, more than 350,000 bottles have been recycled.
That's a smart idea.
That's a smart idea. Some places give you like money straight up out of a machine for dropping that shit off, like
Really?
coins, whatever, glass bottles, plastic bottles, shit like
I
that.
think California does like 10 cents or something.
Yeah,
shit.
New York does. I don't remember. It's not much, but yeah, you can like stockpile it and go drop that shit off.
Think about a homeless guy,
Fuck yeah.
dude. That's money in the bank right there.
Canada passed a bill that makes it illegal to keep whales, dolphins, and porpoises in captivity for entertainment. I saw a story about that. They were closing everything up there.
No more SeaWorld.
I was gonna say that, yeah.
South Korea is organizing daytime disco parties for people over 65 to tackle loneliness and dementia.
So it's basically speed dating.
Yeah. Yeah.
A speed dating disco party.
Dude.
For old people.
That'd be snooze fest.
California limits pet store sales of cats, dogs, and rabbits to rescue or shelter animals only. Holland covers hundreds of bus stops with plants called green roofs where bees can take refuge. Iceland becomes the first country in the world to legally enforce equal pay for women and men. San Francisco's Cuddle Club unites senior people and senior dogs who need companionship, exercise, and affection. The Cuddle Club.
That's cool.
Who's the president of the Cuddle Club?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out. Scientists in Finland have developed the world's first vaccine to fight off bee apocalypse. Whatever bee apocalypse is. I guess maybe all the bees dying, or I don't know. German circus uses hologram animals instead of real animals in an attempt to end animal cruelty. All right, now we're just getting ridiculous.
Now it's getting weird.
Oh god.
Let's go to the circus and watch a movie.
We're talking about an apocalypse with bees.
Yeah, right. A robot called Larvalbot is delivering coral babies to the Great Barrier Reef to help restore coral reefs to what they were. This is pretty dope because if you've seen the footage, the aerial like drone footage of the Great Barrier Reef, Kevin, have you seen it? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
How it's just white now. Like there's like no color to it at all. Like it's dead. Or it's
Really?
Yeah, it's dying. It's
I
dying.
didn't know. No, I haven't seen that.
That's because of like the rising temperatures in the water and stuff down there.
That's crazy.
And it's just throwing off the whole ecosystem. Like it's crazy.
Save the turtles.
This amazing village in India celebrates their daughters by planting 111 trees every time a girl is born. So far, they have planted more than 350,000 trees. That's crazy. After it was revealed that more than 1,500 people die annually by suicide, Sweden premieres world's first mental health ambulance.
Really?
Yeah, so I guess they have like their own like group of people that go out there and help people specifically with that. Scientists found an edible mushroom that eats plastic and it can clean our landfills.
Throw it in the ocean.
Straight up. So they're going to like plant this, fungus in landfills, and over time it's just going to straight up eat our trash.
How big are these fucking mushrooms going to get?
That's what I'm saying. We're going to have a mushroom apocalypse.
They need to throw it in the ocean and have it eat that big ass plastic island.
Let's see. In the last story I'm going to read from here, I'm going to post this. There's 25 more of them. A record-breaking 4,855 people waited for hours in the rain for stem cell tests to help save a 5-year-old boy fighting a rare cancer.
Wow.
Very cool stuff. That's the first half of the season finale of Might Be News. We're going to take a break real quick. Come back with What's the Point, Late Review, This Week in History, and all that good shit. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, it's Jackie from Relatable Radio. I want to talk to you guys about Eunomia CBD. This stuff is great, and it helps with my stress and my aches and pains. I've tried everything I can get my hands on, from the gummies, pills, droppers, drink enhancers, and they're all fantastic, and they work. Holidays are coming up. Give the gift of Eunomia CBD. It's 100% THC-free, nano-amplified, and third-party lab tested. You can find them at eunomiacbd.com. That's EUNOMIACBD.com. Use promo code MBN and you'll get 20% off, plus free shipping, plus free stuff. They're giving exclusive stuff just to the MBN listeners. So what do you have to lose? Go to eunomiacbd.com today. Must be 18 or older to purchase.
So you've been listening to the Might Be News Network, but you still can't get enough each week? Become our patron on Patreon. Head to patreon.com/MBN Network to become a patron and get exclusive content now. For as little as $5 per month, you'll get access to extended episodes of all your favorite shows, as well as perks including MBN merch and monthly giveaways. Just want to support the network? Become a patron for as much or as little as you'd like. Get bonus content each week and head to patreon.com/MBN Network. Your contributions help us make this network bigger and better than ever before. Patreon.com/MBN Network.
Hey guys, it's Amy from Relatable Radio. Check out my Etsy shop, Aim for Home, for all your home decor needs. Lots of seasonal items and giftable things as well. Lots of new products coming soon. I also take custom orders, so send me a message on Etsy at etsy.com/shop/aim for home, all one word, or my Facebook at Etsy Aim for Home. Aim for Home, helping make your house your home.
Welcome back to Might Be News. Take 5.
Let's do it.
Oh my God, it's been such a good season, man.
Oh my God.
Seriously, it's
been a good time.
It's been 30 weeks of just total
Nonsense
and such a blast. Make sure you tune in this week. the end of this week on Thursday we have the very first wild card game show.
Don't spoil anything.
I'm not going to spoil anything.
You quit talking about it right now.
Fucking hate your guts.
I look like a penis.
Oh, I hate their guts. The wild card game show where Kev was on it, and he did great. That'll be on Thursday. But also, make sure you tune in to all the other season finales this week. It's going to be a great week of shows here on the Might Be News Network. Here we go with What's the Point?
What's the point?
Is there a point to this? What is your point?
Are you just gonna sit there and look stupid?
All right, I'll go first this week. Last week was kind of a crazy week for me, okay, because Monday, and I knew this beforehand, I got selected to go down for jury selection.
Okay.
And I had to go down to Center City.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. And
Validate your parking.
so I took the train.
Okay.
I took the train down. I got it at Exton, and straight shot to Jefferson Station, right underneath the gallery.
Right. Yep.
And it's just like a couple blocks down the street, pretty much, is where I needed to go. So it worked out good.
Did you get your $9 a day?
No, I think they pay you more for federal cases.
But usually, if you turn it over to your employer, they'll.
I got paid for more.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it was all good. So anyway, Monday I go down there for the selection process, which is I'm in the room with a couple hundred people.
Right.
And
Have you ever done jury duty before?
I'm not registered to vote, so
No, it's off your driver's license now.
it is?
Yeah.
I think you're
That's
right.
how they do it.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
So go register to vote.
Because people weren't registering to vote because they wouldn't get selected for jury duty.
That's why that was one of my main reasons why I didn't
So
register
they
to vote.
changed it to do it off the driver's license. Sorry to interrupt.
I'm still not
but go
going to
ahead.
register.
okay.
Fuck, God damn it.
So I go down there and I'm in there with a couple hundred people, and they play this introductory video narrated by the guy from Action News, and just about how it's your civic duty and how it works and how the selection process happens. And I was selected into the first group of people to go into a courthouse or courtroom,
Right.
And
Stand up, sit down.
yeah, do the whole
Yeah.
question thing. So they separate you into a group of 40 people, and they take you into a courtroom. You sit in front of both the prosecutors and defense and the judge, and they ask you a series of questions. Do you have any family members that are in law enforcement? Do you have any family members, or you or anybody you know, or family members?
Have you ever been arrested before? Yep.
Yeah, all that stuff. Which that question was the only one that I stood up for. Was, have you been arrested? And I said,
Then they ask you for what?
yeah, and
Yep.
I told him, and then I sat down, no problem, and I after all the questions were done, I didn't have to stand up for any other ones. After all the questions were done, they called me up individually to talk about it. Like they wanted to know more because it's expunged.
Okay.
So chances are they've done a somewhat of a background check. If I made it that
Right.
far, I don't know. But like they just wanted more information. Nothing big, no big deal. They wanted to know, are you single, married, whatever? What does your wife do? Like they asked me that, and then they're like, okay, that's it. And I went back and I sat down, And in my mind, I was like, oh, they wanted to know more. This must be like a drug case. Like, they're not going to pick me. No big deal. They picked me. I was juror number 10 in a case. I'm not going to go into like crazy detail because, certainly not going to name names. But I went up into a case for armed robbery. A guy robbed 2 cell phone stores in North Philly, separate days of the week, in same week, but different days. And he wore the same outfit both times.
Dumbass.
He's saying he wore black Adidas pants and a blue Adidas jacket, hat, and a bandana covering the bottom of his face.
Right.
And glasses. He robbed these stores with a BB gun that he broke the orange tip off of.
Right.
It was a BB gun that looked like a Glock. Like, it looked like a gun, right? And he broke the orange tip off. It was cool. Like, we saw, they presented all the evidence to us that they had, the security footage, the footage from the cameras on the street level. Like, so they traced where he went after he left the store using the cameras on the intersections. From the grocery store down the road, and then they had the gas station camera and yada yada yada. And the jury was cool. Like, everybody was nice. Like, the judge was awesome. It was a cool experience in that regard. I just couldn't stand being there. I was a nervous wreck, and just like anxiety. Like, I didn't know what the fuck was happening. I didn't know what the fuck was going to happen next. I didn't know when we were going to get lunch. I didn't know anything what was going on, because I got selected for this shit, and the case started an hour later.
Oh wow!
Like, I was there expecting
Monday.
Okay. Yeah, Monday. So I went there. First of all, I went there not expecting to get picked. Period. Right? I knew that even if I didn't get picked, I'd have to go on Tuesday for another selection thing, right? So I was anticipating going down Monday, not getting picked, going down Tuesday, and maybe getting picked, but probably not. And here I am. I get picked, and they're just like, yeah, case starts in an hour. Go get some lunch. Come back.
What'd you get for lunch? You're in Philadelphia. What'd you get for lunch?
Dude, I was just I didn't know what to do. I got a fucking I got
he went back to the sidecar. Yeah, he went back to the juror room and just walked in circles.
No, I walked outside. I went down. I went to Dunkin' Donuts. I got a sandwich. You know what I mean? And then I went back in.
You're in fucking Philadelphia.
Kev, don't tell me.
And you got a fucking Dunkin' Donuts sandwich.
Yes, day one. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and just make this about the food I ate all week.
Dude, you're in Philly. Why would you not get some good food?
Because it's his first date. He doesn't know how much time he has.
I don't know when I'm gonna be able to go to the bathroom next.
Everything's being thrown at him all at once. Like, I would have done this. I probably wouldn't have even gone.
I didn't know what to do. Right, because I didn't know how long this was gonna take.
I don't. I've gone through jury duty before. I know how. I don't know.
You went through a trial.
And I went through the whole selection process. I didn't get picked.
Okay.
But no, you get your allotted hour or whatever it is.
Right. So this whole thing, go back in there. You sit in trial for an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Right.
No interruptions. Like, if you got to go to the bathroom, you got to hold that shit. If you got to do something else, you got to not do it. Like, you can't bring your phone in there. You can't do nothing. Like, you're there. And it was a crazy thing. Like, I didn't know what to expect. Like, I didn't know what I was about to see. I didn't know what the pressure of being a juror, right? Like, you're in a federal case.
You're fucking deciding if this guy's guilty or not.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so I was not guilty all the way until the end. I was not guilty all the way until the end with this guy. They had his ex-girlfriend testify, basically identifying him by the way that he walked. And he walked with kind of he stuck his neck out a little bit. Like, he was kind of built, he was jacked up a little bit.
Right.
And so he walked, kind of straight up, but with his neck out a little bit.
Yeah.
And the the whole time we're there, like all he did was stand up and sit down, stand up and sit down. Like he didn't move. I never saw him move, nothing, right? And he sat like a regular dude, regular posture. And nothing I saw in the thing told me that he was guilty. Like that they didn't prove to me that it was this specific guy who did this specific thing. Granted, they arrested him wearing the same outfit like a week later. Same jacket, same pants, same clothes, same shoes. But at the same time, that's still not an identification, right? Like, so I own those pants, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know people who have that jacket, right? So, like, I can't say that 100% sure that that's him. What did it for me was the last day of the trial. Right before closing arguments, they called him to testify for himself. The defense said that he wanted to testify on his own behalf. And he stood up and he walked up to the stand with his neck out. And I was like, whoa. Whoa.
He incriminated himself.
That's the walk. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Because they talked about it in the thing. He has a very distinct walk. And I'm like, okay, well, I haven't seen this fucking guy walk, so like, what do you want me to say? And as soon as I saw him walk, I was like, yo. And he got up there, and they had a box.
He stuck to not guilty the whole time?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And they found, the cops had a box of his belongings that they found his girlfriend gave to them because they searched her house. They banged her door down looking for him and shit. And they found a box of his belongings with the clothes, with a empty box from a BB gun that looked like a Glock. But inside the box was the broken orange tip. They still never found the gun, so there's no like forensic science involved in this. It wasn't anywhere as cool as like a CSI show or like, you know what I mean? But like they asked him like, why did you have this gun? What happened to the gun? He's like, oh, I bought it for my son. But he wasn't doing good in school, so I didn't give it to him. I broke the tip off and sold it to somebody. I was like, nah, I don't believe that. And then they asked him where he was, the time and the date of these robberies. I was probably asleep. I work at night. I was probably asleep. Probably nothing, bro. You're in a federal trial, dude. You got to come at me with something believable, dude. And I was like, no,
make something up.
I can't get down. And then he stood up.
Did you get to say anything to him?
No. We didn't get to say anything to anybody. We said anything that we said was directed to the judge or to his deputies when we weren't in trial.
Right.
So now when you guys are in, now how does this work? Like after all this happens, do you guys go in the back? Do you all sit down and talk about everything?
Yep. So the deliberation took about an hour.
Did anybody else mention the walk?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Everybody when we went in there was 98% sure he was guilty or more. But that's not guilty in the court of law. Yeah, that's not guilty. They showed you like a graph that said, all the way from the bottom is like not guilty, 100% sure not guilty, and then it goes up to 99%, and then above that is guilty. Everything below guilty is not guilty. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Or reasonable doubt is what they say. Beyond a reasonable doubt is not guilty or is guilty. But everybody in there was just kind of like right there.
But it has to be like every single person.
Yeah. So
They
it has
all
to be,
have
it
to-
has to be
yeah.
unanimous.
So now what happens if that isn't the case?
It's a hung jury. They retry it somewhere down the line. They just redo it.
Okay.
So they give you a laptop that's connected to a big TV. And you have access to all the evidence that they presented to you. So we just had like this, folder that was jam-packed with all the surveillance footage, all the
That
still.
you can go back and all look at.
Yep, and compare in different windows.
While you're sitting on the panel or back in the room?
in the room.
Okay.
Yeah, this is during the deliberation process, right? So like we had this huge TV and it was connected to the laptop. So, everybody can look at it. And we were playing the surveillance footage next to it and next to the picture, next to the body cam footage of them arresting him. So we could see the way that he was walking next to a camera
Yeah,
of the security shop. Like we looked at the security footage of the shoes and how they were black shoes with white soles, and it was like a mesh shoe. And then it had a picture of the shoes in the box, like the evidence, the actual evidence that they had. Like we compared that to the security camera footage when he put his foot up on the counter to jump the counter. Like we could see all that stuff. It was crazy, and it was cool that they let you go through all that stuff. And one at a time, we all said he was guilty. We found him guilty Wednesday afternoon.
What do you get sentenced to?
He hasn't yet. That happens later this spring, I think. So, and after that, we went out. A very nice lady read the verdict, and right after that, the judge, gave his speech, like, now you're allowed to talk about it, because every time you left the courtroom, he's like, don't talk to each other about this, don't talk to anybody about this. Nothing. I couldn't talk to Jackie about it, didn't talk to Jackie about it until it was over, because they tell you not to do that because they don't want anyone else to influence your opinion.
Right, like the bigger cases. What the hell was it? The case. What was that shooting? The sniper movie, American Sniper.
Yeah,
they had the hardest time finding a panel for that because everybody saw the movie.
Yeah,
and you're dead.
Oh, my battery dead. But yeah, it was a crazy experience. It was a time-consuming experience. I was there until 5 every day.
Now, what time did you have to get down there?
Trial started at 9 every morning.
Okay.
So I took 7.
I took the 7:03 train from Exton. It's an express line, which is dope. It goes to like Malvern and Paoli, and then it blows past all the main line stops, and then goes straight to 30th Street, which is great.
Now, how did you know to do all this? Do they like lay it out for you?
Do all what? Like the process when I'm there?
Like getting down there. Where to go, who to talk to.
I knew that it was on Market Street. Like I had like the address for the place.
Yeah. So
I just I figured I knew how to get down to Center City once I realized it was in Center City.
Okay.
It's just R5 all the way down, and that's pretty much the last stop of that. Is Jefferson. So, and then you can get off at 30th Street and take a different train and get closer if you really wanted to, but you don't need to. You can just walk it. It's really not that far, and you see some cool stuff. You're in a good spot down there. You know what I mean? Center City's dope.
Yeah.
So the courthouse was dope. I was joking about it. I said, yo, if you ever got to go to the bathroom in Philly, go to the courthouse.
Really?
Holy shit.
You got to walk through freaking security to get there.
They're not going to let you in to go to the bathroom. That's ridiculous. But if you have jury duty, you're in for a nice bathroom experience.
My jury duty was
keep that shit clean. Everywhere else in Philly, all the public bathrooms are fucking horrendous.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's bad.
Because I'm constantly in the city. And if you have to take a shit in the city, you're fucked.
Oh, yeah.
So there's 2 places to go shit in the city. I have it. Dude, I'm in the city 3 days a week, and I have it down pat. I mean, if I have to go and I'm in a body shop, you're using a filthy fucking bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
In body shop? Oh, yeah.
But 2 places in the city that are great. Car dealerships.
Yeah.
And hotels.
Oh, yeah.
Hotels. You walk into the hotel, you pretend like you're on your cell phone, like you're supposed to be there, and you walk straight to the lobby bathroom. Get it done.
And I hit the fucking wrong button again. See, we have so many sounders on this show now. I meant to hit this.
I'm going to put it in my butt and twist it.
No, I take it out of my butt.
So my point was that jury duty was wild. It was cool. It was shout out to everybody on the jury that's listening. I told them all about it. I wore my sweatshirt down there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And I was talking to people about the show and stuff. Said I was going to talk about it on this show. So
you don't have to wear like a certain type of clothes down there?
They never told me. I wore my hat in there, but I took it off when I walked in.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to dress nice?
No.
Dude, I went to the county. Mine was in Westchester.
Mm-hmm.
And in the new courthouse there. That was years ago. But we had to wear nice clothes.
Yeah.
Like you weren't allowed to wear shorts, but they didn't have to tell you that because it's wintertime. I mean, dress shoes,
Yeah.
pants.
The whole thing was cool. Like I said, I was on non-guilty all the way till the end. His testimony wasn't believable.
He fucked himself, in
his
your
walk,
opinion.
His walk was identifiable because he had some distinct facial features. You know what I'm saying? He had like a patchy beard. He had a mark on his forehead. Like if some of the security footage was clearer, I would have been able to identify him. But because it wasn't, it wasn't good enough for me.
Right.
But when he stood up and walked over, I was like, huh. And then when I thought he was lying on the stand, I was like, huh. And that was enough for me, man. Like the closing arguments were solid.
I don't know. Maybe I was asleep.
I was probably asleep.
Like what kind of feeling does that give you that you're literally sitting there determining this guy's future?
It's really intense, man. It's really intense. Like all in all, he really didn't get away with much. Like money, as you know, he didn't rob him for any actual phones. It was all money.
Did they say how much he got away with?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go. It wasn't much. I'll tell you off mic. But like
Not enough for all this.
Not enough for all this in my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, does he deserve punishment? Yeah, you know. But like, it's a federal charge because of the kind of products that they sell. And
It's also a federal charge because it was a fucking gun, I would believe.
it's a whole thing. But it was an intense experience. And even today, like I don't have any like remorse about my verdict. I really don't. I believe we as a jury did the right thing. I do believe that he really had a strong hand in the way we felt in the end, though. Like if he would have just sat there and not said anything or not called himself up there or whatever, I probably would have fought for a non-guilty plea just because it was inconclusive to me.
Right.
But he I think made me feel otherwise.
How did he react to the guilty?
He didn't. He just kind of sat there. Like it wasn't anything. And right after we gave that, we left.
Okay.
And then shortly after, the judge came in and we were able to ask him questions about the process, about what happens next, about everything. And it was a interesting experience because you get to know what it's all about and you see it all. And it's definitely something to dread. It's stupid. It's definitely a thing that takes up your time and inconveniences you. And they tell you that right away. This is an inconvenience for everybody, but it's your civic duty, and it's kind of a cool thing to be a part of. So, who wants to go next? Somebody.
I'll go.
Kev, what's your point?
Thanks. I appreciate that. So I got some awful news today. Not only did I get awful news, but every Philadelphia Flyers fan, every person in the organization, the hockey world in general, got some terrible news today. So the Philadelphia Flyers
today being Friday. Yeah, in this time-space continuum.
Philadelphia Flyers made a heartbreaking announcement Friday afternoon confirming that Oscar Lindblom, number 23, will miss the remainder of the season as he has been diagnosed with Ewing sarcoma. Is that how you say it?
Ewing sarcoma.
Yeah, EWING sarcoma, which is a very rare type of cancerous tumor that grows in the bones and the soft tissue around the bones.
Wow. That's terrible. That's terrible.
Dude, he's an amazing athlete. He's 23 years old. He wears the number 23, and he has cancer of the bones or the tissue around the bones. They don't see him coming back the rest of the season. I want to shout out him and his family, the Flyers organization, Granted, they probably don't listen.
Oh no, they definitely listen. Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely listen.
If they don't, they should.
Dude, he's a fantastic hockey player. You obviously know who Travis Konechny is.
Yeah, yep.
Are you familiar with Oscar Lindblom?
I am familiar with the name. I don't really know much about him though.
He's tied with goals with Travis Konechny.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
He's the
That's-
top leading scorer on the Flyers.
How did they find out? Like, did he get sick? Was he?
So this article is all that I saw, and it actually says in the article, it says that due to the respect of him and his family,
Yeah, I did
they
read that.
won't go into any more detail.
Like, when was the last time that he played?
I don't know.
Has he been on the injured list? Has he been?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. He probably 2 weeks.
Okay.
2-3 weeks. The last experience that I've had with him was the last game that we took the boys to was kids appreciation, and me, Jackson, and Cole are standing there on the bench, and he sees Jackson standing there. He looks Jackson in the eye, and he goes boom, boom, right against the glass, and just gives him a little body checks.
Yeah.
3 of them, 3 little body checks. He looked at Jackson and did that. I thought that was fucking cool.
Yeah, that's
that
cool.
they were getting the kids involved. But
Yeah.
very sad news in the hockey world.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
Fuck Kevin Reavy. I heard his rant from the 30th today. Kevin Reavy's rant that hockey should be eliminated.
Oh, okay.
As a good.
Yeah. I figured you were gonna crash your car or something.
No, I just heard it today.
You
I just
did-
heard it
oh,
today.
for real?
Yeah.
That's funny. Danny, what do you got?
All right, mine's not too long. We kind of went into depth with you guys, so I'll keep it short. Federal regulators are setting up a new 3-digit number to reach a suicide prevention hotline in order to make it easier to seek help and reduce the stigma associated with mental health. Once it's implemented, people will just need to dial 988 to seek help, similar to calling 911 for emergencies or 311 for city services. Currently, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline uses a 10-digit number. The number is 1-800-273-TALK. That's 1-800-273-8255. Callers are routed to one of 163 crisis centers where counselors answered 2.2 million calls last year. I think it's awesome that they are making this so much easier because unless you have that number written down or saved in your phone, you're not going to remember that number.
Right.
You're not. To make it a 3-digit number.
988. Boom.
Yep. So this happened just Thursday. Thursday's vote starts the month-long process to make that happen. The next step is a comment period before the FCC moves to an order. So hopefully this is going to pass everything it needs to pass, and it goes into action as soon as possible.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Very cool. You guys want to do late review?
Yeah.
I know it's a little late, but
You're just hearing about this?
can't believe I'm just hearing. Why didn't I know about this sooner?
Kev, what do you got?
Late review. I saw last weekend, Sunday last weekend, I watched Good Boys.
Oh, is that the Seth Rogen?
Yep.
but with the kids, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's basically Superbad with kids.
You reviewed this,
I
right?
did this
Yes.
review,
Okay.
and I will remind you of my review.
What was your review?
I said it wasn't worth watching. I wasn't happy with it, and I gave it I was low. I gave it I was low 6.
Okay. So and everybody knows how I review things. I watched it while me and Amy were wrapping presents. We had it on. It was entertaining. It was entertaining. When I saw the trailers for this, I was excited for it.
But all the exciting parts of the movies were in the trailer.
Were in the trailers. So, I mean, it was okay. The way I said it to Amy, and then she chimed in and put her in, I said it was a cute movie. It was a cute movie with a lot of cursing. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I mean, the plot line wasn't that good. It was a cute movie with a lot of cursing.
It had the potential to be really good, but it missed on a lot of
So
things.
did you watch it on the DVD? Did you watch it on DVD?
We rented it.
So you did, yeah, you did watch it on DVD?
Yeah.
Did you watch after the credits? They had an alternate ending at the end of the credits.
I believe I did. But
Yeah, I like the
remember.
alternate ending better than the regular ending. I like the alternate ending better than the regular ending.
See, I can't remember.
I
watched it when it first came out, so that was
Okay.
it was a while ago.
I don't want to spoil anything for anybody.
But I said I was really excited for it as well, and all the exciting funny parts were in the trailer.
Yeah.
So when you watched it and that funny part came, you were like, "Oh, I already laughed really hard at this the first time." And
Yeah, I saw this already.
yeah,
I can go like 4.5, 5.
yeah,
Wow.
I was disappointed.
Yep.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
'Cause it looks funny. Danny, what do you got?
I wouldn't waste my time.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
So since this is our finale, I'm going to give a review of a show that doesn't end until next week. I won't be able to review it next week. I talked about it before, The Purge, the series. We just watched the last episode. Comes out, Tuesday? So we just watched the last episode this week. And the finale comes out on Tuesday. I was really worried about how they were going to be able to do a TV show on The Purge. But the producers and the creators of this show have absolutely nailed it. They go through every aspect of The Purge with you through this series. They go through preparing for The Purge, Purge Night, and then life after The Purge and what people live with and go through after The Purge. The acting is great. It still has, that scare factor to it, that thrill factor. And I think it's a fantastic show, and it's an instant classic for me.
Wow.
I saw season 1 and I'm right there with him.
Yeah?
Dude, it's fucking phenomenal.
Great job,
I actually
Danny.
didn't know season 2 was on. I didn't know that.
And it ends after we're done, right? So next week is
so
over.
we're recording on Friday the 13th. It ends, the season finale is 13, 14, 15, the 17th.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to have to go and watch it.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go and watch it.
Okay, so my review is season 2 of the Might Be News Network. And I've said it a bunch of times in this episode and a bunch of times during the season. I've just had an absolute blast with everybody here at the network this season. And I get, I get lost in all this sometimes because it's a lot of work to do it. And, a lot of thinking goes into it and a lot of effort goes into it. Jackie and I, are constantly doing something with this, whether it's, me doing this and Jackie being, forced to go somewhere else and watch TV or whatever. But I'm telling you, man, everybody that's involved in this network, I can't believe that everybody puts in all the time that they do and takes times out of their lives, their families, their kids to come over here and do this with me, man.
You're welcome.
I'm really talking about everybody else, but no, man. I'll get to you in a second, Kev. Everybody that just takes their time out and just comes over here and does this, man. Like we're still just getting started. You know what I mean? And I think that we have a lot of things to look forward to here. What I like the most is that everybody loves doing this, and I think that you can hear that in the shows.
Oh, yeah.
I think that you can hear how much fun we're having on all the shows, and we're all friends. In one way or the other, we have a big group chat that's a lot of fun to be in, and not everybody at the network knows each other, and that's the other cool thing. You know what I mean? Like, we know each other on air, because we listen to the shows or whatever. But like,
You got to get Carl and Ahmed in the group chat.
yeah, Carl's not on social media, period.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I'd probably get Ahmed in there. But I just want to say shout out to everybody at the network. The two of you guys Jackie, Amy, Allison, Reevy, CJ for sure, CJ, Novak, Franz. We're bringing them back. Hopefully, season 3 for sure. We're working on that. John, Mr. Steve, Jake, Chuck, Ahmed, Carl. We had a nice little run with Foundation Radio for a little while. It's been an eventful season, and everybody involved did such a great job. And I for real, I can't thank everybody enough. And it's gonna end with a bang this week with the wild card game show. I can't fucking wait.
So excited for that.
It's gonna be such a great time, and I just thank you all for this. Shout out to April and Mike and everybody over at Eunomia for sponsoring us this season. That's a big deal. That was a lot.
Go get your CBD, people.
That's been a lot of fun. April's been on a couple shows. She was on our show. Obviously, she was on Relatable Radio as well.
So I was real quick about the CBD. I was listening to Kat's thing, and she was talking about the vegan multivitamins.
Yeah, they're delicious. They taste like a Hawaiian punch.
Well, she started reading the ingredients, and she said the one ingredient was elderberry. I take elderberry all the time.
Yeah,
it's to help with your immune system. If I can get it in a CBD form where it's in that,
right?
I mean, that's a game changer.
It's fantastic.
Done deal.
And they've been great. You guys, they've given you guys free tickets to hockey games.
Yep.
It's been a really cool thing between us, and it's been a lot of fun, and I can't wait to keep doing that. Shout out to Kat, as I said earlier, for doing the social media. Shout out to CJ again for helping with the technical stuff. Every time I got questions, I hit him up first. Shout out to some of the guests that we've had across the network this season. I'll forget people, but big ones include Meredith Wills, as I mentioned earlier, Dr. Meredith Wills. She was on 2 shows this season. She was on sports talking about the baseballs, and she was on our show talking about space and everything else. Science.
Very knowledgeable woman.
Awesome guest. Shout out to Andrew DeCecco, also on sports. He was on the show, a part of the show for the beginning of the season, ended up getting a really good gig covering the New York Jets, doing a lot of big things. Go follow Andrew DeCecco, find him on Facebook, find him on Twitter. He's fantastic. Also, shout out to Ryan Spader, big time. He's the co-author of Incredible Baseball Stats with Kevin Reevy. Huge baseball mind, really great guy. Shout out to Tiger Castle. They were on the Might Be Tunes live episode this season. We're going to do more with those guys in season 3 with the Might Be Tunes guys live at the Pit. We're going to do more with them in season 3. Shout out to Jake and Chuck. Shout out to Jess Margera for being on Might Be Tunes with Carl and Ahmed and myself. That was a lot of fun. Shout out to everybody that's been on all the shows, all of our friends that have come over and been a part of the shows. Shout out to definitely shout out to everybody on Patreon. All you guys on Patreon are fucking fantastic. Go to patreon.com/MBN Network to join, get in on all the monthly giveaways, get free stuff from us, and be entered into the Wild Card Game Show, which we're going to do every month when we come back for season 3. I love it. I love sending people stuff every month. I love hearing from people that love what we do enough to actually pay us and help us make this bigger and better. I love doing the bonus material for all those people and stuff. Season 2 at the Might Be News Network has been a 10 out of 10 instant fucking classic. It's just been fantastic.
You need to hit that again.
I'm going to put in my butt and twist it.
One more time for the people in the back, please.
Back, I'm going to turn it up too.
No, I meant Kev Sounder.
Oh.
I'm going to put in my butt and twist it.
But yeah, you guys, Kev, this has been a breakthrough season for you. I feel like beginning to end, Kev, you came through. You never missed a point. You didn't miss a review.
You peaked tonight.
You have done a fantastic job this season. I'm telling you, I give you a hard time because you're a piece of shit, but you really did a fantastic job.
You a hard time because you're a piece of shit.
He can't give you a compliment without kicking you at the same time.
But you did a really good job this season. I'm telling you the truth.
Thanks.
Danny, I mean, I can't say enough positive things about you. Everything that you did was like the fucking Midas touch. It just turned to gold.
I wish you could see Kev's face right now.
Fucking roll my eyes.
Every aspect of your being here literally makes the network possible.
So December 15th, 1966.
I can't go to sleep at night without thinking about how
Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up.
phenomenal you were on this week of Might Be News. I talk to people about you and like how well, you do week after week here. And it's just something
I'm gonna put it in my butt and twist it.
Shut up.
I just wanted to see how long I could
Keep
go.
going.
I just wanted to see how long I could go. No, but seriously, Danny, you did a fantastic job this season.
Thank you.
And the good news the good news is I look forward to it every week. I know a lot of people do because it's such a negative world out there, and it's great that you are a part of all this with us. And both of you guys just did a fucking great job this year. It's been great.
Thank you.
It's been fun. I know I have a lot of fun when I come here every Friday night. There's been days where Allison has come home on Sunday from recording and her eyes are red from crying and laughing so hard.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, it's been fun. We all get along and it's something I look forward to.
Good, man. I'm glad to hear it. Kev,
I wouldn't do this if I didn't like you guys.
well, good. Good. I'm sure you like Danny a little bit more than me sometimes.
You fucking piece of fucking trash.
Oh, my God. I hate your fucking guts. All right. This week in history, let's get out of here.
And now it's time
Jesus Christ.
for This Week in History
You gotta do me like that.
with co-host Kev.
Fuck.
December 15th, 1966, Walt Disney dies in Los Angeles. December 16th, 1773, the Boston Tea Party takes place. December 17th, 1903, the Wright brothers made their first flight in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. December 18th, 1865, slavery was abolished with the ratification of the 13th Amendment of the Constitution. December 19th, 1843, Charles Dickens published A Christmas Carol.
Wow.
Kinds of good shit.
Good job there, Kev.
As always, shining star.
Danny, you really bring out the best in that segment.
I hate your fucking guts.
All right, guys, listen. Go to eunomiacbd.com. Use promo code MBN. Get 20% off, free shipping and free stuff. Go to patreon.com/MBN Network to hear the rest of the season finale. We're going to talk about some other stuff. Who knows? We're just going to dick around for another half hour.
Gonna wing it.
Yeah, we're just going to wing it, Kev. Kev, say peace out.
Bye.
Peace out, Danny.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. We've had a blast. We hope you are enjoying it, and we'll see you in a few weeks.
Say thank you, Kev.
Thanks.
Say it louder, Kev, for the people in the fucking back.
Thank you!
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening to us for the last 30 weeks. Also, if you haven't listened, go back and catch up. You got a little while to do it. We're going to be off for a month and a half or so, and then we'll be back with season 3. Fresh batch of podcasts and dumb shit to talk about. Thank you guys so much. For real.
From the bottom of our hearts.
We couldn't do this without you guys, so thank you guys very much for listening. See you guys next season. Peace out.